All right, good morning, everybody out there in the YouTube land. It's Captain Nabs here with you. Just setting up for another little morning of live streaming some ATC here on the VATSIM network Toronto, in the Toronto FIR. So yeah, come and join me for another hour or two of controlling. It's a little bit quiet right now, as it always is in the morning on VATSIM, but the one thing you can always say about VATSIM is that where the controllers show up, the pilots
Center, good day, Air
follow
Canada
soon after that.
30, or Christian Air Canada, let's see, 652 is at 15.4, climbing via 6.
Air Canada 652, Toronto Centre, good morning. Squawk code 0565.
0565, Air Canada 652.
Oops. Let's just see where this guy's going here. He's going to MPV. Montpellier. Very good. Air Canada 652 Heavy Toronto. Thank you very much. You're identified. Climbing through flight level 184. Continue climb. Flight level 400.
Climb 400, Air Canada 652.
And of course, my emails keep going off because I'm getting all sorts of emails this morning about all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. There's an important email there. And yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, getting some emails from some people that I was expecting. Sorry, guys. I normally try not to isolate myself, but there was some announcements this morning that actually kind of surprised me, kind of came out of nowhere. So I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit distracted at moments here, so I apologize in advance if I'm distracted on this screen. Morning, Jamie. How's it going? I figured you'd show up. I think I'm catching you at a good time for your time of day for getting online and seeing what's going on. So welcome aboard, and also to this guy. I had some sheets here. Where did I do with them? I've already lost them. For those of you, there it is. That are text-only pilots on VATSIM, there are some useful things that controllers have called aliases, which allow us to just type in a short little code and it types out a whole big message really quickly. I don't normally like to control like that, but it's good to practice it because when it's busy, you want to be kind of ready for that. You want to be able to do things quickly. So let's see here. Yeah. Oops. So you want to be ready. So that's why I'm trying to learn these things. I've always been a little bit lazy about them because I believe in really typing actual messages. I think that's the best way to treat people for the most part. But sometimes you need a little, sometimes you just need to be able to go faster. So I'm trying to also learn these for the times when I do need to go faster. So that's what I'm sort of trying to do here. And then this guy here is also entering my airspace to the south, so we'll get him as well. And that's basically it right now. We don't have anything too much happening. Nobody on the ground in Toronto, so it's going to be kind of a boring morning. Well, you know, if you have a girlfriend, then probably spend some time with her. Probably better than spending time with me. I'm just depressing. I'm just going to spend my time staring at screens. And
Trust Center, Air Canada 43 with you, flight level 360.
Let's get him a squawk code first of all here. Air Canada 43, Toronto Centre, good morning. Squawk code 0552.
0552, Air Canada 43.
And I'm not a very good streamer if I send my if I send my viewers away. But if you got a chance to spend time with a real person instead of just hanging out with me online in the digital world, go do it. We all need more time with real people. So there we go. So that is Air Canada 43. He squawked the correct code. Air Canada 43 Heavy, Toronto, thank you very much. Your identified flight level 360. Continue on course.
Continue on course, Air Canada 43.
And he is inbound to Toronto, so I don't know why his flight
Toronto Center, Southwest 3689 Heavy, with you at flight level 380. About 42 nautical miles southeast, Pepla.
Southwest 3689 Heavy, Toronto, good day. Didn't know Southwest operated A350s, but anyway, squawk code 0561.
Squawk code 0561, Southwest 3689.
I'm just joking. It's just a little creative license there. Obviously, I think we're all familiar with the fact that Southwest is a famous 737 operator, and they don't operate anything but. So it's funny to see somebody flying a different aircraft type. But this is VATSIM. You can do what you want. We're a very open community. Welcome and enjoy. Southwest 38689 Heavy, welcome aboard. Your radar identified flight level 380.
Radar identified flight level 380, Southwest 3689 Heavy.
So I'm definitely not trying to make fun of anybody. It struck me as if I see Southwest, I expect to see 737. So, but yes, we all need to spend more time in this world with real people these days. So please, if you have a real person out there to spend some time with, talk to, do it, because yeah, we all need more human contact these days. And I think my cat is crawling somewhere behind my computer, trying to make trouble. I don't see anything, but I hear something. It's either the cat or a really, really big rat behind my computer. So I'm hoping it's the cat. Alright, sorry guys, that was the cat behind the computer. Just really annoying. He goes behind the computer, then he can't get himself out, and you have to get him out. Why do we even have cats in this world? They are nothing but trouble, and then he messes up everything on the desk when he leaps back out of my arms again. Anyways, sorry. Sorry guys. So yeah, if anybody has anything to chat about, let me know. What is going on here? My computer opened like 17 instances because I accidentally hit the enter keyboard, the enter key on the keyboard while I was trying to reach behind there to get the cat. It was more than 17 instances. It was like 50 instances here. Oh my god. God, you're the worst. Oh my god. He like made it open. He made the same program open like 1,700 times here. If anybody else out there has a cat, I'm sure you know how useless they could be sometimes and how they know how to cause trouble so well, I'll never understand. They know exactly what to do to make trouble. So anyways, if any of you guys out there watching are looking for some ATC, looking for some fun, looking for a challenge, come on down to Toronto. We got gonna have ATC online for at least the next hour and a half, if not maybe 2 hours at the most. Got some things to do today, but I thought I'd throw some time out there today with some ATC for anybody that's out there in the VATSIM world. Oh, I think I finally closed all of them. Jesus. We got a few airplanes anyways. We got another one inbound here. Yeah, it looks like it's probably Air Canada 2703, but let's get him to squawk a code to be sure. And so let's see here. We're going to get Air Canada 7203 up on there. Get him to call me. Anyways, it's going to be a bit of a quiet morning probably, but let's see. Here we go.
7203, flight level 400.
Air Canada 7203, heavy, Toronto Centre, good morning. Squawk code 0503.
0503, Air Canada 7203.
So I normally would try to get people direct, but this guy's pretty direct right now. Giving him direct to the next waypoint's not going to give him much of an advantage, and then he'll make a turn after that, but out beyond that is not my airspace anymore, so I'm not supposed to be giving him direct across somebody else's airspace. I don't know why this guy's flight plan here still has him going somewhere not anywhere near to us here. Let's see if I can parse out his flight plan here. Let me just do this first. Air Canada 7203 Heavy, Toronto, your identified flight level 400. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here, 7203.
Thank you. So let's see. This guy's flight plan is drawing way over here, but he's inbound to Toronto. So let's see if we can find a waypoint on his flight plan that makes it a little more sensible here, because he's just got such a long route here. So he's probably direct to... he's probably direct to Erkham at this point. Maybe 5581, but I think he's probably already past that too. So, and now I changed his squawk code inadvertently. Let's see if I can do this here. It was supposed to be 0552. Got to be careful with fast fingers sometimes on these keyboards because there's so many keyboard commands you can easily change something without realizing it. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to get him down these routes. See, look, see, this is his whole route. This is all the waypoints along his route as my radar has processed it. So there's, if you see how the blue line here is kind of going east, it's hitting all those waypoints as he came from India all the way over the North Pole and is coming down to Toronto. So yeah, the trouble is his flight plan is so long. I don't think I've ever seen this, but his flight plan is so long and there's so many waypoints that my radar scope ran out of ability to process it right here on P864, which is here. So as he came across the other side of the pole, it ran out. I'm guessing there's a maximum number of waypoints. Maybe it's like 50 or something here. It's not even 50. It's about 20 something, 25. But he's already past that point. So yeah, it's not going to process his flight plan properly unless I shorten it up a little bit. So I may have to shorten it up, just remove the first half dozen or so waypoints here. Let's remove about, yeah, like it's like 7 lines long. And I mean, it's a flight from India, so I'm expecting it's a lot of waypoints in there. Let's do this. Let's just delete that section. I just hate to mess with somebody's flight plan too much, but it still won't process after DIRIP, so maybe if I have to delete till after DIRIP. There. Now it's figured it out. Sort of. For some reason, it really likes DIRIP. It still wants DIRIP in there after the whole arrival process. Why is that? That's weird. Oh, anyways, there we go. Okay, now it's removed it. So now he's got his flight plan in there correctly. All right, there we go. just easier if you can see exactly what they're doing on the screen. You want to make sure you know what's going on. So sometimes you got to mess with the flight plan. He's so far along his route, none of the rest of that stuff should matter anymore. Well, hopefully we'll get a little bit more traffic. Oh, looks like we got a departure here at City Center now that I look up at the top of the screen here, so that's good. Let's have a little look-see at his flight plan while we're waiting for the rest of this to happen. Citation, which shouldn't really be departing from City Center, but anyways, we'll not worry about that too much. Again, VATSIM, suspend the disbelief, right? Flight level 270, Maven 2, Pumpa, Avon XL. This is the trouble, is that there are no jet SIDs out of City Center because, in theory, there's not supposed to be any jets out of City Center. So I'm just going to check the chart and see if it actually does say props only on it or not. Because normally that routing would be a prop routing, but since you can't have a jet departure, you know, we got to sort of, this is the funny thing about being an ATC on VATSIM, is you've got to sort of play the game from both sides, if you will, realize it's a game. As much as we try to make it as realistic as possible, we also try to make it you know, we have to sort of, we try to make it as realistic as possible. We also have to sort of bridge the gap between what's practically possible and what people want to do. So in this case, I don't see anything actually on this chart that says turboprops only. It appears to be a fully legitimate departure for turboprops or jets, so that works for me. So that's great. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and let's get open the City Center screen as well, because we're going to need to see that. We're going to also have to make sure this guy doesn't taxi without us knowing about it, which is always possible. Especially flying Citation. He may or may not be familiar with VATSIM. He may or may not be familiar with the whole top-down operation system. He does say AirAct 2101 with all charts, so it's possible he is the person's very familiar. But yes, Ripcaster is correct in the chat. Jets can use YTZ, but only for medevac flights. Correct. So perhaps the fact that it is 107 Juliet Mike, maybe that's 107 Juliet medevac. He could be a medevac flight. So yeah, citation. It's true. Citations and Falcons do periodically fly out of the island. That Baffin 10 medevac Falcon uses the island a fair bit, but normally that's not something most people on VATSIM are sort of aware of. So perhaps this person is really on the ball, and more on the ball than I give them credit for. And that's the trouble, is I don't know sometimes how on the ball someone's going to be as a pilot. And I'm not trying to belittle anyone as a pilot, but I have to, again, adapt my controlling style based on what I perceive as being this person's capabilities. Air Canada 7203 Heavy, Toronto information is November. Plan arrival runway 24 right.
Any chance we can get 33 right, as I see the alignment that currently IRL for Canada 7203?
Canada 7203, stand by, and I'll just see if I can figure that out for you. In the meantime, when ready to send flight level 240.
240 on plan 24 right for now, right, Canada 7203.
The only reason I hesitate on 33 right is at least we don't have much traffic, which is good. For a 777, it's not a bad thing here. I'm curious, first of all, two things. First of all, are there any NOTAMs? So I'm just scrolling through the NOTAM screen here on my other window to see if there's any NOTAMs affecting 33 right, because I'm pretty sure there was one for 33 left. About 33 left being closed. Where was it here? I swear I saw it. I glanced through these quickly here. 4 left. Let's see here. 33 right. No lighting, so we could do it daytime. It's daytime, it's fine. 33 left closed. Actually, 33 left is No, 33 left is closed again right now, so it's closed for part of the day. No, actually, sorry, today's March 1st. It's open again. Okay, so 33 left is available if we need it. 33 right's also available. Okay, and let's see here. Yeah, all right, so anyways. I've got nobody else on the ground, so yeah. Air Canada 7203 Heavy, yes, that's approved. You can plan runway 33 right for arrival.
Runway 33 right, Air Canada 7203, thanks for your help.
No problem. It's not an unreasonable request. The traffic load more than will allow it right now, so that's what we're going to go with. But I'm also curious now to see what they're actually doing for the actual arrivals in Toronto. I would think they're still sticking to 2-4 right. It's funny because 2-4 right normally would be used for like a crosswind up to like 25 knots. Just because if you're using the 33s in Toronto, the capacity reduction is so great that it was not really tenable. However, given the low traffic loads in Toronto these days, it's totally reasonable now to use 3-3 right on a windy day if necessary, because they don't need the capacity anymore. All right. Canadian Express 522 is off to Unicom again. I don't know if you can hear quietly. I'm just listening to liveatc.net on my other computer just to see what they're actually doing in Toronto, because I like to try and keep it realistic and do whatever they're doing in the real world. So let's see. Oh, I have a delivery controller. Nice. Oh, they are doing 3-3 right. Huh. There you go. Okay. You know what? If they're doing it real world, then we'll do it. I will switch it up and we'll do 3-3 right. And it makes sense nowadays. I mean, you might as well land into the wind if you can. It's better for everybody. So then we will advance the ATIS. So it's now going to be ATIS Oscar.
Toronto, 652. Is it okay if we leave the cockpit for about 15 minutes?
Air Canada 652 Heavy, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
We'll do. Do two things.
Yeah. So there you go. It makes sense. Like in normal times when there's a lot of traffic online, or a lot of traffic in the real world, 3-3 right and 3-3 left were not something that they like to use in Toronto because the capacity was so reduced. Because the runways are so close together, you can't have airplanes doing approaches to both runways at the same time. Whereas with the east-west runways, as they're called here in Toronto, you can have parallel approaches going on because the runways are so far apart that you can have parallel approaches going on between these runways and these runways without having to worry about spacing between the airplanes. So the preferred way to run this airport was always to try and use this runway here and this runway here to get the maximum capacity at the airport. These two runways are so close together you can't have airplanes approaching both of them at the same time. So it's not something that they like to do until the crosswind got really strong. But now that we're in COVID times and there's so little air traffic out there, having a one runway operation here is more than enough for this airport, which is just crazy to think about. Years ago, it wouldn't have even been something we could conceive of.
Toronto Center, good morning. Citation 107, Juliet Mike, clearance to Teterboro. We're in, I believe, the ship.
And it's November 107, Juliet Mike, Toronto, good morning. You're cleared to Teterboro via the Maven 2 departure, Bumpa transition, And flight plan route departure runway today is 26 and squawk code 0516.
Flight cleared to Bravo Maven 2 up a transition, runway 26. And repeat the squawk for 7 Juliet Mike, please.
107 Juliet Mike, your squawk code 0516.
Alright, squawk 0516, thank you. Citation 7 Juliet Mike.
November 107 Juliet Mike, your readback is all correct. Push back and start up at your discretion and call when ready for taxi.
Alright, we'll clear for the taxi, 7 Juliet Mike, thanks.
I guess I say it by force of habit, but the citation's probably not going to be pushing back from anything. All right, let's see here. Oops. All right, we got another inbound here, so let's see if we can pick up this guy here. Air Canada 7203, continue descent 12, 12000, the Toronto altimeter 29er 8
29er 83 down 12, Air Canada 7203, we have November on board.
Roger. Alright, so now these guys are all going to land 3-3 right. It should be set up correctly there. Yeah, it looks like all the waypoints are in there.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 2332.
Air Canada 2332, Toronto Center. Good morning, sir. Squawk code 0521.
0521 for Air Canada 2332.
Alright, so this is where the computer thinks he is. That's why the little star there. That's where the computer thinks he is based on the time he planned on departing. But this is probably actually him. So you can see it's along the same route. You can see that there's the code change happening 0520, 0521. So the computer just simply hasn't figured out that this is the same guy. I've got to tell it manually. So that's what we're going to do. And now we got another guy who popped on just literally at this spot right here, so let's talk to him. Air Canada 2332 Heavy Toronto, thank you. You're identified in descent through 347. Information in Toronto is now Oscar. Plan an ILS to 33 right.
We'll expect ILS 33 right. Have information Oscar on board for Air Canada 2332.
Radio check.
And call in for a radio check, read you 5x5.
Thank you.
And there's Air Canada 127, who's also still having trouble getting a hold of my clearance delivery controller. All right, so we got this guy, which is probably this WestJet here to Halifax that popped up there. We got him in descent. At Air Canada 2332 Toronto, descend 12,000, the Toronto altimeter 29er 83.
Descending to 12,000 for Air Canada 2332.
Gotcha. All right, so now I got to chase down my clearance delivery controller, so stand by. WestJet 601 Toronto Center, good morning. Thank you for the call. Squawk code 0533.
Sir, for WestJet 601 and squawk 0533.
All right, don't know what happened to my delivery controller. I don't see him in my communication channel. I don't know. He's a bit of a mystery. WestJet 601 Toronto, thank you very much. Identified flight level 370. Continue on course.
Roger. Continue on course for WestJet 601.
Hey, Toronto Center, transport 922 on the ground at Billy Bishop, looking to pick up our clearance for a VFR flight over Lake Ontario and possibly some circuits at Billy Bishop.
All right, transport 22, standby.
Toronto Center, citation 7 Juliet Mike, Billy Bishop, request taxi.
And see here, citation 7 Juliet Mike, information in Toronto, correction, City Center winds are showing 310, 20 gust 26, the altimeter 2985 for runway 26, taxi Charlie and Delta, hold short 26, advise ready.
Okay, I got the weather, Charlie, Delta 26, and we'll advise ready, citation 7 Juliet Mike.
And let's see if I can find him here. All right, transport 922 Toronto. You said you wanted to do VFR over the lake and possibly return for circuits, correct?
A for transport 922.
Transport 922. Say your type of aircraft.
Toronto Center, Canada 127. Request clearance for you. Clearance is not coming back to us.
Air Canada 127, standby. Transport 922. You were stepped on. Say again.
Dash 7 for transport 922.
Okay, transport 922, I got you there. All right, runway 26 in runway 26 at City here, and oh, stand by. It doesn't want to. There it goes. It recognized you now. Squawk code for you of 1215.
Start runway 261215 in the box. Transport 922.
Transport 922. Thank you. And are you ready to taxi now?
Negative, just gotta start 2 more engines here, we'll call your taxi.
Okay, perfect. Let me know. Transport 9022, break 107 Juliet Mike, contact me airborne. The winds are 310 at 20 gust 26, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
Alright, clear takeoff 26, citation 7 Juliet Mike.
And Air Canada 127, yeah, I don't know what's going on with delivery there, so you are cleared to Vancouver via the AVSEP 6 departure, Busit transition, and flight plan route. Depart runway 33 right, squawk code 6300.
Okay, so understand clear direct to Vancouver, AVSEP 6 Biscuit transition, 33 right on the departure, and 6300 on the squawk, Air Canada 127. Thank you.
Air Canada 127, your readbacks all correct. Pushback and start up at your discretion and call ready for taxi.
Roger.
All right, yeah, I don't know what happened to my clearance delivery controller here. He was here. Oh, he's gone again, I think. He's here, he's not.
Toronto Center, citation 7 Juliet Mike, airborne, passing through 1,000.
107 Juliet Mike, thank you. Identified. Continue climb 7,000 and proceed direct Rycom on course.
Alright, 7,000 direct Rycom, citation 7 Juliet Mike.
I gotta change this actually now because we're now in a 3-3 right configuration, so I gotta change this to this. There we go. And I can close that one down. Trying to do 3 things at once here.
And transport 922, we're ready for taxi.
Transport 9022, winds at City are showing 310, 20 gust 26, and the altimeter's 2985. Runway 26, taxi, the apron at your discretion. Charlie and Delta, hold short, advise ready.
Apron my discretion, Charlie Delta, hold short, runway 26 for transport 922.
November 102 Juliet Mike, continue climb, flight level 230.
230, citation 7 Juliet Mike.
Air Canada 7203 Heavy, proceed direct Gubov, descend 6,000.
6000 are goo balls, Air Canada 7203.
Alright, so we'll give this guy a bit of a shortcut. It'll help just get him on the ground that much faster. Yeah, the 3-3 right configuration is not something we do very often in Toronto, so it's kind of a nice change, a little bit of a change of pace.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 127, pushing start complete, facing east, ready for taxi.
Alright, Air Canada 127, yes, there you are. Information is still Oscar, the altimeter still 29er83 for runway 24 right. Can you make the right turn on Delta Quebec, or do you want to go to Delta Romeo?
We can make Delta Quebec, and I thought it was 3-3 right, not 2-4 right.
I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. I'm still thinking of 24 right. Air Canada 127, perfect. Right turn on Delta Quebec and Delta to hold short of 33 right.
Delta Quebec, Delta, hold short 3-3 right, no problem. 2983, Air Canada 127.
Transport 922, left turn out is approved. Winds 310 at 20 gust 26, clear for takeoff. Runway 26.
So can you say again for transport 922, it broke up.
Transport 922, left turn out is approved. Not above 2000 for now. Winds 310, 20 gust 26, clear for takeoff. Runway 26.
Left turn out above 2000, clear for takeoff. Runway 26, transport 922.
Okay, let's see here. And who's this? All right. Air Canada 43 wants to start their descent. Let's mark that on there as well before we forget, because the one thing you want to do is always mark stuff down so you don't forget. Air Canada 7203 heavy, descend 4000.
4000, Air Canada 7203.
Air Canada 2332 heavy, descend 6000, proceed direct Noker, Noxer.
Direct Noxer descending to 6,000 for Air Canada 2332.
107 Juliet Mike Toronto, you're about to leave my airspace to the southeast, and Cleveland's not online, so you can switch to Unicom 122.8. Have a good rest of your flight. We'll see you next time.
All right, thanks, Unicom 1228. Have a great day. Citation 7 Juliet Mike.
And transport 9022, just confirm your current altitude.
We're just at 2,000 now, trying to get it down a little below.
Transport 9022, perfect, thank you very much. Identified at 2,000, remain at 2,000 VFR for now. You're going to have a 777 pass overhead shortly on final for Toronto.
Remain not above 2,000 for now, and we'll look for the 777, Transport 922.
WestJet 601 Toronto, you've now left my airspace to the east. Montreal's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a good rest of your day.
92.8, thank you, sir. Appreciate your help today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. It's getting a little hectic. It didn't take very long for the traffic to build up here in Toronto. That's for sure. It never does.
Canada 127, fully ready, 33 right.
Air Canada 127, heavy contact B once you're airborne. The winds are 320, 18 gust 25, clear for takeoff, 33 right.
Clear takeoff, 33 right, will go Canada 127.
Air Canada 7203 heavy, descend 3000, continue on the present heading after Gubov.
3,000 and present heading after Gubov, Air Canada 7203.
Air Canada 7203 heavy, you may see traffic down low about 5 miles, you're 12 o'clock. He's a southbound -7, level at 2,000, you're going to pass over him.
Roger, we're looking to get into 7203.
Transport 9022 traffic, previously mentioned traffic, is at about your, he's going to be about your 8 o'clock position for about 4 miles. He's southwestbound, I think he's going to pass just behind you, he's going to level off at 3.
Transport 922, we're looking.
Air Canada 2332 heavy, descend 4,000.
4,000 for Air Canada 2332.
Air Canada 7203 heavy, fly heading 240.
240, Air Canada 727 heavy.
Transport 922, we got the traffic in sight.
Transport 9022, thank you.
Toronto Center, good morning. TWA 305, we're about 25 miles east of Kelty.
TWA 305 Toronto, good morning. Squawk code 0547.
Squawk 0547 for TWA 305.
Air Canada 901, radio check.
Air Canada 901, Toronto, read you 5x5. Break, Air Canada 7203 heavy, turn right heading 300 for the intercept, clear the ILS 33 right.
Good.
300 on the heading and clear last 33 right, Air Canada 7203.
Air Canada 2332 heavy, after Noxer, continue present heading.
After Noxer, continue heading for Air Canada 2332.
Air Canada 127, say passing altitude.
1,000 feet.
Air Canada 127, thank you. You're identified, continue climb flight level 230.
230 on the climb, Air Canada 127.
Transport 9022, altitude is now at your discretion.
Altitude at my discretion, Transport 922, thanks.
Air Canada 127 heavy, proceed direct AVSEP on course.
Direct offset, copied, Air Canada 127.
Air Canada 2332 heavy, descend 3000.
3,000 for Air Canada 2332.
And I believe Air Canada 901, did you call with a request?
Affirmative, Air Canada 901 heavy, we're going to pick up 5 for Tampa, we have information downstairs.
Air Canada 901, are you able to fly, just confirm, are you able to fly the Beats 2 departure to ERA?
Yeah, we will be able to put the waypoints in our FMC, so we wouldn't be able to take it.
Okay, Air Canada 901, that's not a problem at all. You are cleared to Tampa via the Toronto 3 departure, and vectors to ERA, radar vectors to Beats and on course. Depart runway 33 right, squawk code 0536, standby 1 moment for the readback break. Air Canada 2332, turn right heading 150.
150 for Air Canada 2332.
Air Canada 901, go ahead, readback. Air Canada 901, go ahead, the readback.
Air Canada 901, clear to Tampa, Toronto 3 departure, radar vectors, Beats, Dennis Files. Expect runway 33 right and 0536, Air Canada 901.
Air Canada 901, the readback's all correct. Information is Oscar. Push back and start up at your discretion. Call ready for taxi.
Please start at our discretion of Latch Ready Taxi, Air Canada 901 Heavy.
Air Canada 2332, turn left heading 240.
240 left for Air Canada 2332.
Air Canada 7203 Heavy, the wind's Toronto 320, 18 gust 25, you're clear to land, runway 33 right.
Command 03 right, Air Canada 7203.
And Air Canada 127 Heavy, are you direct to AVSEP?
Negative, we'll go back now, sorry.
Thank you. Air Canada 43 Heavy, Toronto, when ready, continue descent 12,000, the Toronto altimeter 298 tree. That's right, he said he was going to be text only for a little while. I forgot that. And I didn't mark it down. Air Canada 2332 Heavy, turn left heading 360 for the intercept. Cleared the ILS, runway 33 right.
360, clear the ILS 33 right for Air Canada 2332.
I turned him out because I thought he wasn't getting down fast enough. I misjudged how fast he came down there. He descended faster than I expected. So sometimes you make judgment calls and you do your best with what you got in front of you. Unfortunately, I made a mistake there. I made a misjudgment. He'll still get there. It just wasn't as efficient as it could have been.
Canada 120 requesting clearance delivery.
Air Canada 1208 Toronto, good morning. Are you able to fly the Beats to RNAV departure with the Erie transition?
This is no problem, Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 1208, Roger. You're cleared to Atlanta via the Beats 2 departure, Erie transition, and then your flight plan route. Depart runway 33 right, squawk code 0560.
Clear via the B2 Sierra departure, Erie transition, the runway is 33 right and the squawk code 0560. Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 1208, your readback's all correct. Information is Oscar. Push back and start up at your discretion and call ready for taxi.
Pushback and set up on my own discretion. Air Canada 120.
Air Canada 127 Heavy, climb flight level 380.
380, Air Canada 127.
Transport 922. You're about to leave the terminal airspace to the east. Do you want to continue with flight following before you turn back inbound?
We only plan to go continue this for about 2 more miles or so. Are we going to remain in your airspace, or are we going to crawl out of it at that point?
Well, you're going to crawl out of it right about now, but that's fine. If you're going to be turning back very shortly, then that's fine. Just stay with me for now.
That's for 2, Roger.
All right, so this guy's not going to cross because he's going to turn and follow the star inbound, which is this green line here. So he's going to be turning inbound there to cross this VOR right there. So that's fine. He's not going to be conflict there. Air Canada's just landed here. Air Canada 7203, welcome to Toronto. Right turn when you're able and say your gate.
It'll be a left turn for us, and we're going to be going to the west cargo ramp for Air Canada 7203.
Air Canada 7203, roger. Convenient left turn then and taxi Echo to Cargo West.
All right, left turn and echo to the west cargo for Air Canada 7203.
Thanks. All right. Busy, busy, busy. And then this guy popped up. I didn't even notice. Oh, this was TWA. And TWA 305 heavy. Sorry. Stand by. I think he was text only, wasn't he? Man. So much stuff going on here. Was he? Sorry, TWA 305 heavy. Squawk code should be 0547.
Sorry about that. Squawking 0547, TWA 305 heavy.
Yeah, sorry, it took me a minute to get back to you. Just so busy here for a moment.
Hey, no worries at all. We got a long time to burn.
There you go. TWA 305 heavy, thank you. Identified flight level 340. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, so we got another airplane here on the ground in Toronto, so let's check out this guy's flight plan. It looks good. Go Pup 3 departure, slap transition. That's good. 0546. I don't see any problems with his flight plan offhand, so that's good. There we go. Doesn't take very long for people to show up. When you're online as a controller, people do show up pretty quickly in VATSIM, especially when it's morning and you're the only person online, and they're also the only people flying around online. So, yeah, there we go. All right, see, because I'm just looking at the VATSPY here, and we're the only center open in North America. There's one control tower, 2 terminals, and 3 grounds on the east coast of North America, but we're the only terminal open, the only center open. So it stands out, and people really quickly pick up on it and want to join you. Air Canada 2332 heavy. The winds Toronto showing 320, 18 gust 25. Cleared to land runway 33 right.
320 at 18, clear to land 33 right for Air Canada 2332.
Transport 9022. Are you back inbound to Toronto City now?
Yeah, we should call you about that. We're going to request some circuits at Billy Bishop.
Transport 922 Toronto, roger. The city altimeter is still 29085, runway 26. You're cleared to join a straight in final for runway 26.
We're straight in runway 26, transfer 922, thanks.
Keep that one up there because he's going to need it sooner or later. All right. Whew, I was busy. That picked up really fast. Unexpectedly fast, but I like it. That's the whole reason why. That's the whole reason why I do. That's funny. I was chatting with my brother, and I just said, all I need right now in my life is a little bit less uncertainty and stress. And he responded in caps, "Hey, universe, that'd be great." Just putting that out there. Just need a little bit less stress in my life, and that's why I'm here right now. It's as much as it kind of quickens the pulse a little bit when you get a couple of airplanes working closer together and you get this busyness online here. It I guess more than anything, it's because it distracts you and you focus on what's going on in front of you and you don't focus on what's happening in the outside world and the outside stresses. It helps. It helps make life a little bit more bearable, because man, we all need a little bit more ways to de-stress in this life, and this for me is great. And even the harshest day on here, I smile and I enjoy it the whole time. I don't get stressed about things that happen in VATSIM because it's all fake. You try to do the best you can. But it is, at the end of the day, it's a giant game. It's a hobby. It's something we all do for fun. Try to keep it as realistic and as accurate as possible. But I don't get mad when people don't know things most of the time. I do sometimes. I'll be honest. I do get mad sometimes at things when I see people make the same mistakes over and over again, and I try to educate people. That's what I try to do. I try to look upon those times as not times to get mad, but times to take a chance and teach somebody something that maybe they don't know and make them aware of it for the next time. So, I try not to let even those things stress me out. Do my best, anyways. Doing okay here, though. We got lots of stuff going on, but it's okay. This guy's on the AVSEP departure, so he's going straight. Doesn't really do too much here. Even if I clear him direct to Sault Ste. Marie, if I run it over here, really, it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Air Canada 127 heavy. Proceed direct to the Sault VOR on course. Air Canada 127 heavy. Proceed direct to Sault VOR on course.
We're on course, copy. 127.
Thank you. Alright, so we got Air Canada 43 heavy coming in here. He's going to be coming in there from the north end soon enough. There he goes. This guy's about to land. We got one guy pushing back on the ground. Got a bunch of people logged in here yet. No flight plan. Oh, he's gone. This guy up here, probably no flight plan. No flight plan. That's okay. We'll get some flight plans from these guys. It's a good thing it's daytime, because right now I saw a lot of the lighting on 33 right is not is not working. So it's a good thing it's a nice day, and it's a good thing it's daytime. A little bit of light snow, huh? A little light snow in Toronto. I'll have to ask these guys if they want to de-ice. Got another inbound for Toronto way out over here. Guys going to Cincy. Air Canada 2332, welcome to Toronto. Convenient right turn off the runway, and when able, say your gate. No rush, because I know you're still decelerating in reverse thrust.
Air Canada 2232, clear runway 33 right at Bravo 2, requesting gate 139.
Air Canada 2332, gate 139, thank you. Are you able to reverse onto Bravo there? Should be able to make that turn.
Affirmative.
Air Canada 2332, thank you. Taxi Bravo, and for 139, Alpha Lima is probably the easier entry for you.
Bravo Alpha Lima for gate 139 for Air Canada 2332. Thank you.
Technically, it's Tango Alpha Lima because Alpha Lima doesn't start till Alpha Taxiway, but anyways.
And Transport 922 is the field in sight.
Transport 922, thank you. And winds are 30, 16 gust 22. The altimeter is 2985. Clear touch and go on runway 26 left-hand circuit, please.
Left-hand circuit, clear for touch and go on 26, Transport 922.
Sounds like somebody who probably knew what he was doing, but sometimes it just helps to give people little helpful hints along the way, too. Not a bad little morning, though. A steady amount of traffic here. Now we're going to ask people if they want to do de-icing. No Winnipeg Center online either, no. Air Canada 652 Heavy, you're just leaving my airspace to the west. Your radar service terminates. Winnipeg's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a great day.
Unicom 23 Radar, Canada 652, have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. It's funny when people say a different time of day. It's morning for me and they say good night because they're on the other side of the world, but it's just the nature of VATSIM. It's one of the things I love about this network is you never know where the person is actually at, where the person you're talking to. You know, they could be sitting.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 120 is ready for taxi.
Air Canada 1208, Toronto, thank you. Information's now Papa. It's just started snowing in Toronto a little bit. Did you need de-icing prior to departure?
No de-icing is needed at the moment.
Air Canada 1208, Roger. Let's say taxi through the apron, exit on Delta Papa, and then taxi Delta to hold short of 33 right. The altimeter 2984.
Delta Papa and Delta altimeter is 2984. Air Canada 128.
Roger.
Air Canada 737 with information Papa, request IFR clearance to San Francisco.
Air Canada 737, standby 1. Air Canada 43, descend 8,000. That's right, he was text only. Let me just make sure he's good. Air Canada 737 Toronto, you're cleared to San Francisco via the GoPup Tree departure, slap transition, flight plan route, departure runway tree right, squawk code 0546.
Cleared to San Francisco as filed via the GoPup 3 departure, slap transition, departure runway 33 right, and squawk 0546, Air Canada 737.
Air Canada 737, that readback is all correct. Information is Papa. Are you going to need de-ice today?
Negative.
Air Canada 737, Roger. Push and start at your discretion. Call ready for taxi.
Also, Air Canada 737.
Got a couple of departures, one arrival, and this guy doing circuits.
Air Canada 901, race taxi, requesting taxi to the de-icing.
Air Canada 901, you're a little bit faint. Just confirm you said you will go for de-icing?
Affirmative, Air Canada 901.
Air Canada 901, roger. There's a 777 entering the apron right now at Alpha Lima. Give way to them. Taxi out Alpha Lima, Tango, hold short of 33 right.
Roger, Alpha Lima, hold short 33 right, and we'll give way to the 777, Air Canada 901.
Roger. Air Canada 1208 heavy, Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 310, 14 gust 20, clear for takeoff, runway 33 right.
So free for takeoff, Air Canada 120 right.
And now he's in the downwind.
After transport 922, we'd like to first one more touch and go, and on the go, we'd like to come and overfly Toronto Pearson if traffic allows.
Transport 922, that should not be a problem. So you're cleared touch and go runway 26, winds 300, 16 gusting 22, and on the go, just fly runway heading initially, and I'll sequence you in with traffic.
Good touch and go, on the go, fly runway heading for transport 922.
All right, so 2332. Maybe we'll maybe I forget where the gate was. I thought it was more over here, but I guess it's 142, isn't it? Oh well. Oh well, my bad. He got there in the end. Just want to make sure this guy is going to hold short, but he's barely even moving yet, so that's probably a good sign. It looks like the 777's already rolling, so that should not be an issue. Alright, 6,000 for this guy.
Toronto Center, Canada 2232, park that gate and shutting down.
Air Canada 2232, thank you very much for flying. Your flight plan's closed, and have a good rest of the day.
Have a good day, Rob. Talk to you later.
See ya. Oh, it is right.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 120 right, airborne.
Air Canada 1208, heavy, good day, identified, climb 7,000.
Climbing flight level 7,000, Air Canada 120 right.
Okay, so once he's on the go, I'll see what his intentions are. Air Canada 1208, heavy, at 3,600, turn left direct, new backs on course.
After 3,600, turn left direct Nupax, Air Canada 120 right.
Roger. I accidentally typed 400 instead of 4,000. Oops, one more zero. Air Canada 901, continue taxi across runway 33 right on Tango, and then straight ahead into bay number 5. You can stop on the red bar in bay 5.
Roger, cross runway 33 right on Tango, and go straight into bay 5, Air Canada 901.
And transport 9022. Did you want to do like a overfly at like circuit altitude, or did you want to do a low and over in Toronto?
We were looking for an overfly at circuit, or correction, at circuit altitude for transport 922.
Okay, Transport 9022, let's do this. Maintain 2,000 feet, and you can turn direct Toronto at your discretion.
2000 and direct Pearson at my discretion, transfer 922.
Alright, so I'm going to have to get this Air Canada to turn outside of him a little bit here. Air Canada 1208, direct Newbacks on course and climb flight level 230.
Direct Newbacks and 230, Air Canada 120.
Alright, that's probably enough. Alright, I'll get him his turn, but I'm going to get him to slow down as well, and that'll make sure that everything's going to work out okay here. And Transport 9022, field's at your 12 o'clock for about 5 miles. You got it in sight, I assume?
Yeah, we got a field in sight for transport 922.
Transport 9022, roger. And what were your intentions after overflying at 2,000?
After overflying, we'd like to return to Billy Bishop for a full stop for transport 922.
Okay, Transport 9022, no problem. After the overflight, you can make a right turn back towards City. After you've made the turn, just remain east of the approaches to 33 right, please.
Alright, roger. On the go, make a right-hand turn for Billy Bishop. Remain clear of the approaches for the 33s, transfer 922.
Perfect, thank you. All right.
Air Canada 737 ready for taxi.
Air Canada 737, Toronto, information is Papa. The altimeter is 2984. Taxi through the ape at your discretion. Alpha Lima, Bravo, and Victor. Hold short 33 right, advise ready.
Altimeter 2984, taxi to runway 33 right via Alpha Lima, Bravo, and Victor. Air Canada 737.
Roger. Alright, so that was my fault if he didn't capture it. I gave him the turn too late.
Air Canada 901 ready for taxi.
Air Canada 1208 Heavy, continue climb flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, Air Canada 128.
And, sorry, was Air Canada 901 ready to resume taxi?
Affirmative, Air Canada 901.
Air Canada 901, left turn out of the bay, left turn on Victor, hold short of 33 right. The information's Papa, altimeter 2984.
Roger. Left out of the bay. Turn left turn out of the bay. Left Victor. Information Papa 2984, Air Canada 901.
You got it. There we go. Squeezed in that transport ahead of this guy. I gave him way more space than I needed to. I just wasn't sure how quickly he was going to move as a Dash 7, so I kind of played it a little safe there. Probably safer than I needed to, but that's okay. Better safe than sorry. It's not causing a backup. There's not that much extra traffic. And Air Canada 737, are you ready for an immediate?
Affirm, we're ready for departure.
Air Canada 737, thanks. Traffic's 10 miles final. Winds are 310, 14 gust 20. Contact me airborne. Clear for takeoff. Runway 33 right.
Copy traffic. Contact you when airborne. Clear takeoff. Runway 33 right, Air Canada 737.
Transport 9022, you may see traffic at your 1 o'clock, a 777, just leaving 3000 on the glide slope for 33 right.
Yeah, we have traffic in sight for transport 922.
Oh, transport 922, sorry, that call was not meant for you. That text was not meant for you. TWA 305 Heavy, you're now leaving my airspace to the west. Thank you for joining us today. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a good rest of your day.
Over to Unicom, and if you talk to United 350 in an hour or two, let them know you owe me $20. Thanks for the ATC.
He owes you $20. Okay, if I see him, I'll let him know.
He should be coming to you. I'm not sure if you'll be online, but thanks. Have a great day.
All right, thanks. I have to write this down because I'm going to forget that. I'm going to write it down because I'm going to tell him. I don't know what it means, but I'm going to tell him.
Transport 922, we'd like to do a turn right here and enter left downwind for runway 26.
Transport 9022, you said you had the 777 in sight?
Yeah, we got him in sight.
Transport 9022, that's approved. Right turn and join the left downwind for runway 26, and say intentions on this approach.
It's full stop this time, transport 922.
Transport 922, copy. Okay, I'm writing this down as a note because I don't know. It's not very often I have to pass betting information.
Air Canada 737, airborne passing through 2100.
Air Canada 737, Toronto, thank you. Identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Air Canada 737.
Air Canada 901, hold short of runway 33 right. There's one on 2 mile final. You'll be going after him.
Hold short, runway 33 right, Air Canada 901.
About 3 mile final, actually, but close enough anyways. And this guy's going to San... Oh, that's right, he was on the go-pup, wasn't he? Just wait for him to hit the noise abatement altitude of 3600, and then we'll get him a turn on course. Air Canada 737, turn left direct, go pup on course.
Left direct, go pup on course, Air Canada 737.
I don't think I can give this guy any shortcut here, can I? Not really, no. He's just going to go over beats, and that's going to be the end of it. Air Canada 901, line up only, runway 33 right.
Line up only, runway 33 right, Air Canada 901.
Transport 9022, winds 300 at 16, gusting 22, clear to land, runway 26.
Clear to land, runway 26, transport 922, thanks.
Get that big 777 moving off the runway. Canada 901, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 310, 14, gust 20, clear for takeoff, runway 33 right.
Contact once airborne, runway 33 right, clear for takeoff, Air Canada 901.
And then it looks like this will be the end of my wave of traffic for a while. But that was a good busy little hour there. Not bad for a Monday morning. Got another inbound at least, one Delta here, who's already in his descent. So we got this guy taxiing in, good stuff. I can drop his track because he's on the ground now. Okay, 901's rolling, Transport 922's landing. Lots of stuff to keep track of, and I scroll through the views so quickly, but that's how, especially when you're working in a single screen environment, that's how it's got to be. You've got to be very quick to sort of scroll through your views and see what's happening on all your different screens. You can't lose awareness of what's going on anywhere, so it's very important.
Air Canada 901 airborne.
Air Canada 901, say passing altitude.
Passing 1,300.
Air Canada 901 Heavy, thank you. You're identified. Continue climb, flight level 230.
230, Air Canada 901.
Transport 9022, welcome back to City. Right turn on Echo Bravo Alpha to the apron.
Echo Alpha to the apron for Transport 922, thanks.
Close enough. You'll get there. It's not a lot of traffic out there anyways. Air Canada 737, climb flight level 340.
Climb level 340, Air Canada 737.
Delta 901 at 3,600, turn right heading 240. Delta 1479, Toronto, are you here? Not yet, but he's gonna be. Air Canada 901, turn left heading 240.
Left 240, Air Canada 901.
I typed right in the text, didn't I? My bad. I was not supposed to do that. At least I told him the right thing. Alright, well that little rush of traffic is over and done with. Still going to stay online for probably another 30 minutes or so, see if anything else comes up. So if anybody's watching and they want some ATC, you got at least 30 minutes to get to Toronto on the ground or anywhere in our airspace, because we will be doing it. Oh, this guy already left my airspace. Air Canada 1208 Heavy, you've left my airspace to the south. Your radar service terminates. Cleveland's not online. Switch to Unicom 228 and have a great day.
Switching to Unicom, Air Canada 108, and thank you for the service. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Toronto Center, very good morning. Delta 1479 with you, descending 10,000, passing 2 right.
Delta 1479 Toronto Center, good morning, squawk cadet. Hey man, hi Dan. Show me an update here. No, not working. Air Canada 901, turn left heading 180.
180, Air Canada 901.
And Delta 1479, I didn't catch the flash. Squawk a new code for me, please, of 0574.
0574, thank you, or Delta 1479.
See, anytime I see A320 now, I wonder if they're flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, and certain things don't work, like the ident function isn't coupled automatically. So, one thing I have noticed today, though, man, there's a lot of 777s flying. Does anybody else notice that?
And can you confirm for Delta 1479 that we've got a link free arrival to ILS 33 right?
Delta 1479, affirmative, that's what you filed, link 3, and you can plan the ILS runway 33 right for now, descend 17,000, Toronto altimeter 2984.
Descending 17,000 to Delta 1479.
Gretch. He can probably go direct at this point. Air Canada 901 Heavy, proceed direct beats on course.
Direct beats on course, Air Canada 901.
There you go. Don't say we'd never get VFR in Toronto, though. That was nice. Transport 922 flying some actual VFR flying, going out over the lake, just doing some sightseeing, doing some circuits, low and overs at Toronto, and I like it. A little bit of variety there. We definitely need more. We definitely need more of that. The IFR is interesting, but it's so systematic, and 90% of the flying that seems to happen on VATSIM is all airliners, so they're all flying roughly the same speeds, the same altitudes. There's not much of a challenge in that. The real challenge in ATC comes when you've got to mix aircraft of different performance together and get them to sequence nicely with each other. That's where the real challenge of ATC comes in. It's easy when everybody's moving at the same speed. Although Lord knows the people on VATSIM don't all move at the same speed. L1011, huh? But yeah, interesting. I noted that this morning. A lot of 777s here. A lot of these departures from Toronto were 777s this morning. People are taking full advantage of that new PMDG 777 there, and the inbounds too. So we had 2 777 departures. We had 3 777 arrivals. We got lots of people suddenly flying 777s on this network. I wonder if you crunch the numbers on SimBrief, the number of flight plans being filed for 777s has suddenly gone sky high, right? So Air Canada 901 is not quite direct to beats, but they're intercepting their direct on course. And you know what? That's fine. It's going to work out just fine as far as I'm concerned. And this guy is direct to, where's he direct to? He's direct to Hoser. He's going to join the arrival at Hoser. Huh. Lock poo. That's an unusual way to join this arrival, but anyways. Technically, he's not supposed to go below 17 until he crosses this lip into Toronto Centre's airspace, but we'll be nice today. Delta 1479, descend 7,000.
Down to 7,000, Delta 1479.
There you go. Delta 901 Heavy, continue climb flight level 360. And Ripcaster was watching the channel the whole time, and he was Transport 922. Thank you for flying, and thank you for giving me some variety.
And was that for Air Canada 901 Heavy?
Air Canada 901 Heavy, affirmative, climb flight level 360.
Roger, 360, you said Delta 901, so I confused.
And he's going to share a screenshot with us in a second there, so I don't have any real way to show it on screen here because I don't have it set up to actually show anything, so that's a bit of a pity. Unless I try and do something really quickly here. I might be able to share it on screen here. If I can do. I'm just trying to see if I can do. There you go. I didn't mean to necessarily show you guys that right away, but anyways, if you share the screenshot with me, I'll see if I can throw it up there on the stream for a second. And Delta 1479, vectors for the ILS 33 right, turn right heading 330, descend 6,000.
Can you repeat the vector for Delta 1479?
Delta 1479, turn right heading 330, descend 6,000.
330, 6,000, Delta 1479.
That'll put him more or less on a straight in, then it'll just be a slight turn out. You get him established on final, but that'll work out well. Oh, and we got another inbound from the east here. See, this is the thing, is once you get online, this is one of the biggest challenges I find in VATSIM as a controller personally. Links. It didn't, it didn't let you post your links to the channel. So Ripcaster, you're still online there. I think I see you still logged in. Shoot them to me through the VATSIM private chat, and I'll post them up here for anybody on the channel to see. Because yeah, it's blocking. I think YouTube does that automatically. It blocks anybody who tries to put a URL into chat. Because I don't see anything from you, and I don't know if I can turn that off. I don't know if I have that possibility to do that. I feel like I don't. I feel like that's an automatic thing YouTube does. Is it just pops it. It just screens out URLs because it assumes that everyone's trying to spam if they show URLs, which is fair. I've seen plenty of spamming URLs out there, so it's very fair. So yeah, just shoot it via the private text in VATSIM, and I will post it here for everybody to see. Yeah, so he's going to be a little bit to the right of the final approach course, but that's fine. We'll give him a vector over onto the course when he gets a little closer in. I should be able to... I swear there's a way to do this. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay. Give me a second here while I try to just load these up for you. But thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. It's always nice to see from the other side of the equation here. So let's see if I can do this here. All right. So where am I here? So here we go. So there is screenshot number 1. Very nice. And let's see if I can do screenshot number 2 here. Very nice. Looks like the default scenery, but and it looks like a bit of a dreary day out there, kind of drizzly, snowy. Not the nicest looking day, but nevertheless, it's nice to be online and see the traffic out there too. Screenshot number 2, back over or going down the runway there. Nice. The terminal in there. I don't see, I think you caught it just at the moment the traffic wasn't there. But nevertheless, thank you so much for sharing those. I know you've got one more, so let me just drop the last one in there for everybody to see. But that's very nice to share. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that, because it's so nice to see kind of the other end of the equation. You become so detached. And there we are, back parked at City, British Antarctic Survey. Not exactly a transport color scheme, but nevertheless, thank you for sharing those. That's really great. And it's nice to see people are enjoying, the service provided and just making the most of this network, having fun. You can't afford payware. Guess what? I cannot afford payware anymore either. So, yeah, that is. But nevertheless, and that's the thing too, is there is a lot of good stuff out there that's freeware. It's not always all perfect. It's not always all great, but there's lots of good freeware out there, and certainly you can have a decent time as a VATSIMmer, as a flight simmer with just the freeware alone. It's not as good as the payware in a lot of cases, and the payware is a little bit better, but you can spend as much or as little as you want in this hobby. As a controller, you spend basically zero to be a controller in VATSIM. The only thing you need is a computer. As long as you've got a computer, everything else about the whole thing is free. So, you don't spend any money being a controller, which is great. Delta 1479, continue descent 4000.
Continue descent to 4000, Delta 1479.
And that's just it. A lot of us don't have income anymore, or don't have enough income to be able to support hobbies and spend a lot of money on expensive payware out there. So it's great that you can get by. And if you haven't already found out, if you don't know, SimMarket is having this year, they're having another stay-at-home month-long celebration. Every day for 24 hours is a different piece of software is free at SimMarket. So every day in the month of February, check SimMarket. And I think for another couple of weeks, I think it's actually like half February, half March, but check SimMarket every day because they're giving something different away for free every day. You just have to log on and put it in your account on each day. Yeah, if it's the right color, that's pretty good. All right, anyways, we're going to go ahead. Thank you for the screenshots, though. I do appreciate that. Let's go back to our ATC here. Delta 1479, turn left heading 310.
Left 310, Delta 1479.
I think that should probably put him on a good enough intercept here, hopefully. 310 may even be a little bit shallow. Might have to put him on the 300 heading. But yeah, thank you for sharing those, and thank you for watching, and appreciate you coming and flying too. And that was probably one of the more fun things I've had happen for a little while. The IFR is so systematic, and it's not always the same, but it's so similar that when you get some VFR flying out there, it's nice. So, but yeah, log on to SimMarket if you don't have money to spend. Log on to SimMarket every day, at least for the next couple of weeks, because they're giving away one different piece of software free, and you just have to put it in your account. They did the same thing last year when the lockdowns first started, and I guess they've restarted it this time. So thank you to SimMarket for doing that. Thank you to all the developers who also support that endeavor. Delta 1479, make it left heading 290. On that heading, intercept the localizer, cleared ILS 33 right.
Left 290, we'll call you when established, Delta 1479er.
Roger. You don't have to call me, but it's fine. I don't care too much. Air Canada 901 Heavy, you're leaving my airspace to the south. Cleveland's not online. Your radar service terminates. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a great day.
122.8, Air Canada 901, thanks for VATC.
No problem. Air Canada 737 is about to leave my airspace. However, I noticed Chicago Center did come online, so probably about halfway there we'll send them over. Yeah, he's going to intercept just fine on that heading now. I think there must be a strong west wind, because that is that's looking like he's on about a 297 track. So there's a strong west wind right now blowing him away from the localizer. So that's why I've got to give him a slightly steeper than normal intercept. Normally you have to limit it to 30 degrees, but today we don't have to. FedEx 8818, Eric Pelletier. So Air Canada 737, we'll try and keep him till about here, halfway to Chicago, and then we'll try to hand him off directly to Chicago if they'll accept it. It's one of those things that we sort of do if it looks like you're going to fly through some uncontrolled airspace but then hit up another controller pretty quickly. There's no point in going to Unicom for an extended period of time, so try to keep people on frequency if we can. It's going to work out okay at 4,000. He's going to intercept the localizer just in time to get down. It's going to be fine. FedEx 8818, Toronto, are you here?
Oh, yes, sorry, sir, FedEx 8818, yeah, I'm with you.
FedEx 8818, no problem. You're just entering my airspace now. Squawk code 0566. Good morning.
Yeah, 0566, FedEx 8818, and 36,000 feet. 38.
38. FedEx 8818, thank you very much. You're identified at flight level 380. Information in Toronto is Papa. You can plan runway 33 right today.
Formation Papa and 33 right, FedEx 8818.
Air Canada 737, you may see traffic at about your 11 o'clock there for 20 miles northeastbound, converging is a 777. He's showing 370. I'm not talking to him yet.
Roger, copy the traffic, Air Canada 737.
Delta 1479, Toronto winds 310, 14 gusting 20, clear to land runway 33 right.
We just wanted to report established, we're clear to land, runway 33 right, Delta 1479.
Delta 1479, let me try that again. Delta 1479, no problem. You don't have to report established in Canada unless somebody actually asks you to.
Roger that. What a beautiful rainbow we've got here. Delta 1479, clear to land.
Thank you. Air Canada 127 Heavy, Toronto. You're leaving my airspace to the northwest. Winnipeg's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a great rest of your day. And he's not there. So we'll probably stick it out till FedEx lands here. That'll be about another half an hour, I think, roughly. Yeah, time estimate 17:27. So yeah, we'll stick it out till about 17:30 Zulu, and then I think we'll wind up the stream about then. Oh, there's American 70. Trying, standby. Okay. As long as you're trying. Why does it say 78? That is weird. That is very weird, because my frequency is 125.775, and yet the message has actually changed it to 125.778. And that is very strange. That's going to cause confusion. I just noticed that. That's going to potentially cause confusion in the future. So FedEx 8818 has got to hit basically this point here at 12,000. So he's at 38. That means the difference from where he is right now is 26. And then 26 times 3 is the rule of thumb. So 26 times, so he's got to lose 26,000 feet. Multiply that by 3, that's 78. So about 78 miles before the descent, the point he's got to be at, he's got to start descending. So it looks to me right now 78 miles, pretty much as he crosses this line is where he has to start descending. So we'll aim to have his descent given clearance before that point. The 1479 is just landing. Air Canada 737, another 5 minutes and we'll hand him off to Chicago. There he is, landing, just crossing the numbers there. Delta 1479, welcome to Toronto. Right turn off the runway when you're able, and do you have a gate assigned?
We don't have any gate assigned yet. We are vacating via Bravo 2.
Delta 1479, Toronto, roger. Turn right on Romeo. Enter the apron there at Alpha Tango, and you can take any of the Bravo gates there. That'll be on your right-hand side for transporter operation.
On Romeo, then Alpha Tango, and we can take whatever Bravo gate we want. Thank you very much, Delta 1479.
Delta 1479, no problem. Thanks for flying. I don't have the gate numbers up, so I don't know which gates offhand I have, but American 70 said he's trying to get a hold of me, so that's fine. As long as people are there and trying, you know, if you don't work, doesn't succeed all the time, that's fine. As long as you're trying, that's the key. Oh, and then he fell offline.
Toronto Center FedEx 8818, we are ready for descent.
FedEx 8818, Toronto, Roger, when ready to send flight level 240. Information is, I think I gave you information, Pop, already, didn't I?
Roger, descend when ready 240, FedEx 8818.
Air Canada 737, am I supposed to still be with you, or do I need a frequency change?
Air Canada 737, yeah, stay with me for now. I'm going to try to hand you directly to Chicago in about another 20 or 30 miles here.
Roger, Air Canada 737.
Toronto Delta 1479, I would like to thank you very much for ATC service ready gate and hopefully see you soon.
Delta 1479, thank you so much for flying in, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you soon. Alright, so now we got a ground controller online in Toronto, which is nice. It's always good to have. It's a pity it got quiet. It's always sort of the way it happens. It gets quiet and then more people log on. But you know, with a ground controller, maybe that'll lure a few more people back out here again. We'll get some more traffic again, because it was quite busy there for a little while. It's kind of petered out now. Just checking out VATSPI here again. Let's see. Got a couple of inbounds. Nothing too much right now. The trouble, too, is that now I've been online for that point in time where 1.5 to 2 hours where people start to look at it and say, I wonder if this guy's going to log off soon. And that's part of the problem, too. When you've been on for a little too long, people start to wonder if you're going stale and if you're going to log off before they have a chance to boot up their flight and get going, which is the case now. I'm sort of getting ready in the next 30 minutes to log out, so... So yeah, and I understand that. Like most of the time, if you're on VATSIM, you want to be there to interact with other people. You want to have ATC, so you want to know that the ATC is going to be there when you get there, when you want them. So it's a bit of a pity right now. Air Canada 127, are you still on frequency? So trying to hand off this Air Canada 737. I only know roughly where Chicago's airspace starts, and it's somewhere down there, but I don't know precisely. So I don't know if they'll accept the handoff, but it looks like they did find it. They accepted the handoff. Air Canada 737, contact Chicago Center now, 134.87, and have a great day.
134.87 for Air Canada 737.
Try to provide seamless ATC wherever possible. That's a big part of it, is just, you know, trying to provide that seamless ATC. You know, if there's a gap in the ATC, but like there's some more ATC down the road, I try to send people directly to the next frequency rather than go to Unicom for periods of time, and try to keep it as current as possible. So try to do that as much as possible, you know, and if Cleveland showed up, obviously I'd hand them to Cleveland right away, but I just try to do that. I try not to let people drop to Unicom if there's a chance of them staying on with a controller for a period of time. So anyways, now it's getting kind of quiet out there. Just the one Delta plane. He docked at the gate. He's done. And And yeah, that's it. So I can drop him actually. That's fine. Oh, he logged off anyways, and I've just got one airplane left, just this FedEx 8818, just to get him in there. I don't see anybody else flying into my airspace within the next 30 minutes. We had a whole bunch of departures, but that's all I see now for the next 20 minutes is just this one arrival. So it's going to be a little bit boring, unfortunately. But if you're watching now and you don't want to watch the boring part, back it up about an hour. It was pretty busy an hour ago. But that's the way life is. The traffic, it comes, it goes, it ebbs, it flows. There is actually one more inbound. If I look right down here in the bottom corner, there's actually a TPM inbound to city center. The rate that he's moving, though, he's barely going to make it into my airspace, I think, before I log off here. If I can get his flight plan drawn up here. Oh, yeah, he's taking straight in here. Yeah. This is about where I'm going to log off when he gets about here. It's going to be frustrating. Sorry, man. Can't stay on forever. I do have other things I got to get done today as well, so yeah. We'll see if we can shortcut FedEx 8818 in there a little bit quicker when he gets a little closer to Toronto. But that's about it. I don't see too much else happening today. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is with VATSIM. It comes and it goes. Sometimes as a controller you're on and it's crazy busy for a long period of time, and then other times it's dead. You hope for some traffic, and we got some traffic. I'm pretty impressed. For a Monday morning, I will say that we got a fair amount of traffic. It wasn't like it was completely dead, so can't complain. Got a good amount of traffic there for a Monday morning. Thank you to everybody who flew in. Always appreciate it. It's always fun. Oh, and then he's gone. Oh. Darn it. My one airplane and I lost him. Oh. But just think of it this way, too. If it sucks for me, it sucks even more for him because he went through 3/4 of a flight. And then in the descent, the sim crashes. Oh, there's nothing worse than that. I feel the pain, buddy. I've had that happen so many times. I have to say, I'm pretty happy now. I did a flight the other day in the 330, in the Aerosoft A330, and I'm pretty happy that I managed to do a flight all the way from, it was Frankfurt all the way to Dallas. Like an 11-hour flight. And the sim didn't crash. The plane did not crash, which impresses me greatly because I have had lots of trouble with that A330. So it seems that I've maybe have finally gotten around it, gotten past it. I don't want to, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think I've managed to hopefully avoid those crashes. I think it was the software ECAM rendering that I had turned on because my CPU and my flight sim computer is more powerful than my GPU. I was trying to favor that, but apparently that may be what triggers crashes in certain systems. So ever since I've turned off that software ECAM rendering on the Aerosoft A330, I haven't had a crash yet. Oh, look, we got an airplane on the ground in Toronto at least. We got one FedEx departure. Great. You got 15 minutes to get off the ground, buddy, and then I'm out. But yeah, I feel the pain of those sim crashes. I've had that happen. I've had that 330 crash all over the place. That's the funny thing, too, is it's so completely random, the crashes on it. It's not consistent in the least. That's probably the most frustrating thing is it doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't happen after a certain number of hours in the air. Sometimes it would happen, after takeoff before you even reach top of climb. An hour into the operation, it would crash. Sometimes it would go 6 hours into the operation, it would crash. I remember one time I did a transatlantic flight. I was on the descent into Toronto at like 12,000 feet, and it crashed. And it was just so random for the length of time, what you were doing, all sorts of different things would trigger a crash in that airplane. So it was so frustrating to deal with. It was just so random. And I hated that. I hated when it would crash. I almost don't mind when it crashes like an hour into the flight. I'd rather have it crash an hour in than 10 hours in, when you're just in descent and you're like, I can see the runway. Pew, gone. So, seems like it's kind of working for me now. I've done a few flights in the 330 and they seem to be working reliably now. So, fingers crossed it's going to stay that way. So, we won't even get to deal with this guy till he gets to the runway, unfortunately. Where is he? Yes, he's parked at the FedEx apron, so that's fine. Long taxi for 3-3 right, though. From the FedEx apron all the way up here, taxiing down to 3-3 right. That's going to take him 10 minutes just to taxi that far. Unfortunately. Oh, well. C'est la vie. It's not very often we use 3-3 right, but boy, those winds are really favoring it right now. Especially if there is some snow in and out of Toronto. It was snowing there. I don't know if it's still snowing. I mean, that's the current METAR, so it must still be snowing. Pull up the weather radar and see if there's anything showing up on the weather radar, because that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, I see it there. It's not a whole lot, but there's just a smattering of, it looks like it's lake effect snow today. So if I can pull this up for a second here. Here's the weather radar for Toronto right now, and it looks like it's mostly lake effect snow. We've got a really strong northwest wind blowing today, and surprisingly for the beginning of March, Lake Huron is still like about 70% open water. Normally, this lake freezes solid by mid-January in a lot of cases, or at least mid-February. And this year, because it's been such a mild winter overall, this lake is still not frozen over in the least. Once that freezes over, then the strong northwest winds stop picking up the moisture off the lake, but because it's open water and it's really cold air blowing across that lake, it picks up a lot of moisture, which then forms snow downstream. So you can see it, you know it's lake effect because of the way it sort of just starts and stops. It's not very high level. It's only showing up within a certain range of Toronto because it's a low level, and the way it sort of stops fairly consistently, it picks up and it's just the wind is just picking it up and it's just moving along here and it drops, and most of the snow ends at a certain point. And you'll see it you may see the streamers become more defined, like it often turns into very distinct lines, bands of precipitation. So it's not because of any other large overarching weather system other than the fact that we've just got a strong northwest wind that's causing all this snow to blow in off Lake Huron. So that's why it's snowing in Toronto. The thing about lake effect snow is it's very localized, but boy, it can be very intense when you hit a localized area of it too. It can be very, very intense. I don't think FedEx is coming back. I don't think Eric is coming back to us. FedEx 8818 I think is gone. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. It looks like he's gone now, so I think we're going to get ready to wrap up the stream anyway, since we don't have any airplanes to talk to anyways. There's no point in us being here anymore. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now. But thank you guys so much for watching. That was fun. I needed a little bit of a de-stress, and that's exactly what that was, guys. So thank you so much for those of you guys that tuned into the stream today. I do appreciate it, and I will try to have these ATC streams going on at least once a week. For those of you that are looking for my next Pilot's Life stream on Twitch, that's probably not coming until this weekend. Just because, more than anything, the sheer length of that flight. That's going to be it's going to be 5.5 hours of airtime at least, all the way from Orlando to Vancouver. It's going to be a long flight, so I think the only time I'm going to be able to do it is probably on the weekend. So we'll see how it works out, but I'm expecting to do it probably on Saturday. So anyways, for now, that's all I've got, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do, and we will catch